Hello, folks. Who won the Super Bowl? We're breaking the fourth wall. It's already happened. We're recording this video the day of the Super Bowl, but we are recording early because Nick is in Aruba when this video is posted. So have fun, Nick. Enjoy yourself. And we will be back the following week. So we love the comments, guys. Keep them coming. Absolutely keep them coming. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. We just hit over 100 subscribers. We're happy. We're excited. We need to shoot for the 200, just small little increments until we have 10 million subscribers who all want to sell final expense for each one of us. That would be the goal. Anyways, so we want to do a very quick video about dressing up, dressing down. This is kind of in a way, Nick, this is kind of how the insurance panel started.
Taking us back to our roots.
Yeah, it goes back to our roots. You know, we talked about dressing up versus dressing down. And Nick is one of those people that like to dress up, and it's for good reasons. I actually enjoy his points. I know we talked about it a little bit before, but now it's going to be reported and put out for the rest of the world to see forever. So you better get it right this time. I'm just kidding. I'm setting the stage, but always joining us is Chris. You want to say hello, Chris?
Hey, best part was when you invited me onto that video, and it was like "Oh Dark Nothing" on the Jersey Turnpike, and I'm like, all right, yes, I guess.
I'm in. Yeah, and then now we've grown consistently ever since you've been here, so we're very, very happy that you're here. Always keeping us on time, moderating in the back. Doesn't really get the shout out that he deserves, but he's always asking about time and we need to ask this question and bring up this point. So I really appreciate him doing all those things.
Per se.
Yeah, taking over. He's slowly taking over. He wants to get the account password to the email account. What was the insurance panel at gmail.com. If you have questions, reach out there. Absolutely love the questions. We answered one in our last video. So if you have one, give it to us and we will answer the questions. Post them down in the comments, anything like that. So let's jump right into it. Dressing up versus dressing down. Guys, I'm going to be honest. Most days I go out in jeans, maybe a polo, and a light jacket depending on how the weather is.
Hold up.
Yep.
Define jeans. Are we talking $10 Kmart jeans or $60 Express jeans? Because I've had that exact conversation with an agent, and it blew his mind because he didn't quite grasp what he was wearing looked like beep, and what I was wearing looked casual but professional.
I'm wearing Levi Strauss jeans that I got from Walmart a year and a half ago for like $22, or Kohl's for like $30, and
How
they
many
last.
holes are in them?
None.
Okay.
None. They look great.
Holes are stylish.
Yeah, they look great. Stylish. Yeah, my wife picks on me because she thinks that I should get these, like, what are they called, fitted jeans. Mm-hmm. They're really skinny, and I just can't. I cannot do it.
Yeah, don't do that.
I can't. I'm not. I'm holding my ground. I got a fitted suit for her, and it's a little much. But the jeans I'm keeping on. But I'll go out like this. I mean, I've gone out in this shirt and I've made sales in this exact Captain America shirt, making sales. And I think what you're going to find about this video is it's really about confidence. It's really about how you derive yourself. And if dressing up or in a suit and a tie or in a bow tie makes you feel more confident and makes you feel like the superhero in that house where you feel in control, then you're going to make your sales one way or the other. So I'm on the side of, I like to dress down, so to speak.
And that's the argument you're going to make.
Yeah.
And I understand that that's the argument that you're going to make. I think that's the wrong argument to be making, but I understand that that's the argument that you're going to make.
Go on.
Chris had to run out of the room. So I don't know if we want to pause this for a second.
No.
All right, let's
bring
keep
it
going.
on.
All right. So for me, the difference between being a good agent and being a great agent is very small. It's one sale a week, 2 sales a week. An extra sale every week can take you from writing $100,000 to writing $200,000. over the course of a year. The idea is that you want to stack the deck as much in your favor as is humanly possible whenever you're sitting down with somebody. And some of that is the mental game. Yeah, some of it is you want to have confidence, you want to feel good, you want to feel like you're able to be in control, and that you're feeling like an authority figure.
Mm-hmm.
But just the same way that you can walk into any house and say essentially, hey, I sell final expense. You want to buy some final expense? I'm selling final expense. Let's sell you some final expense, and it'll work. You can probably sell 3 or 4 people a week that way. If you're getting leads and that's all you do, and you just say, hey, sign here, you will sell 3 or 4 people a week. But it's about those people that are on the edge. It's about those people that are not necessarily sure why they're letting you into their home. It's about the people that are kind of iffy as to your credibility. And it's about doing as many little things as you can do to stack your credibility in your favor without having to spend a lot of time talking and telling people why you're credible. Because what you say is a lot less important than what you do and how you're perceived. I haven't shaved in a couple of days. My beard has gotten kind of long. I would not go out.
From you. I ain't buying from you.
Yeah, right. I wouldn't go out like this. Because subtly you're projecting that you don't have attention to detail and that you're a little sloppy and maybe you can't quite be trusted. Even if you are probably licensed and you know what you're doing, are you really going to follow through on all the things you say you're going to do? For me, dressing like a professional, and that's what it is. I'm not saying dress up in a suit and tie, because dressing up in a suit and tie in and of itself is not always a good thing. If the suit and tie doesn't fit you right, if it's not been pressed, if you're covered in wrinkles, if it's cheap, if it look like a used car salesman, that's not doing you any favors either. But looking like a professional, looking like somebody who goes and does a job and gets paid to do a job and has been trusted with other people's money in the past and will be trusted with other people's money in the future, there is value to that. And so, no, I do not think you should be going out in basketball shorts and Captain America shirts as a regular thing if you're a new agent and you do not have a long track record of success. I don't think that you should be doing that.
I agree on the time thing, but and I think that's you make a very fair point. But just know that this hair right here is always going to stay the same. This right here has gotten me in many doors. I just look like the insurance man for some reason.
A credibility statement. Matt's hair.
Yeah, Matt's hair. I'm telling you, it's got they comment. Like you can see every tooth comb of your in there. But what you're saying is, you don't have to dress up in a suit and tie because you're right. If it's not pressed correctly or it's not fitted correctly to you, and the sleeves are too long, and your fingers are hanging out of the sleeves, and the pant leg is dragging off across the thing, and you're hitting puddles, and it doesn't look right, you're going to have a bad time. But I can't tell you the number of times, and it may just be a geographical thing, that I have gone out in slacks, in a button-up shirt, and a tie, and the client has just sent me away because I look like a salesman. But I've gotten into so many houses because I'm very approachable and I say, hey, I'm the guy, right? That's kind of my whole approach is, hey, I'm the guy, and my really relaxed feel is what makes the client feel comfortable to talk to me. And you're right. You have to be presentable. And that's why this is always looking good. But I don't have to sit there and I don't know, man. I guess I'm kind of lost. I just show the people my license. I tell them how I do it, and with that confidence, they already believe me 100%. I didn't have to do anything extra. I didn't have to. I just didn't have to do much, and it just may be a geographical thing.
I don't think it is. I'll go back to something we talked about in an earlier video. People are all the same. The final expense people are all the same.
Sure.
It is. I'm not saying you can't make sales doing that. I'm saying you have to present with a number of intangibles, and that nobody. If you are dressed correctly and you are dressed appropriately, nobody is turning you away from their door because of the way you're dressed.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody is saying, hey, you can't come in and talk to me because you look too good. You're looking good today, get out of my house. Has never happened.
Right.
You're looking sleazy today, get out of my house has happened. And so, that's a thing. And so, it's possible that you need to, be wearing the right clothes for you. I don't think everybody needs to wear a tie. I wear a tie. I like to wear a tie. I was taught to wear a tie. I feel better in a tie. But the tie is not the important part. The important part is I dress like a professional. What I go for is not Wall Street, shark skin suit, heavily tailored. I go for, like middle school vice principal chic.
I know what you're talking about.
I'm aiming to look like the social worker that comes into their house.
Sure.
That's what I'm looking to look like. I'm looking to look like their bank teller. The people that they do business with and that they see in a professional capacity on a regular basis. That's who I'm looking to look like. And so that does mean, I'm not in basketball shorts and a t-shirt. I'm not wearing a hoodie. But if you've watched any of our previous videos, wearing a hoodie is my preferred mode of dress. But I'm not doing that when I'm going out to sell to people. So, what do you think, Chris?
Well, outside of the fact that I just had a kid get their finger stuck in a piece of furniture and we easily solved that problem, I think that you need to find a combination of what looks professional and what you feel confident in to portray the right image to the person. I would feel a bit presumptuous going out in very formal attire in some of the neighborhoods, but I think you need to portray an image of professionalism, be clean and presentable, and be confident in how you look. If you just bought a brand new graphic tee and you feel like $100 million in it and you portray that to somebody, that might help move the movable middle where we're trying to get that extra sale a week. But if you have the nicest looking dress, but you're like, damn, I'm overdressed, I don't feel right, I don't look right, I'm uncomfortable, I smell slightly strange because I didn't, deal with this morning, that's also not going to help you. So I think my compromise point would be find what is professional, like would you go into an interview wearing this, and feel good in it as well. I think there's also a parlay on this whole point to what else do you carry with you into the house and how does that look? If you bring a raggedy ass bag in that's ripped and torn and it's disorganized looking and there's paper sticking out and you don't look like you know what you're doing, that doesn't help if you even dress good. So I'm casual, dressy casual, but I also have a very clean looking bag. My shoes are always relatively polished and my carry-in equipment is organized so that when I'm pulling leave behinds out or my business card or my legal pad, it looks like I'm working off of a surgical tray, like everything is organized. And I've actually even heard people say, you're really smooth in what you're doing, or you look like you know what you're doing, or just that kind of vibe they're verbalizing to me is I'm putting off the right image to them, which makes them feel more comfortable about, what was your social security number again?
Right. And all of that, it's about those intangible trust builders, and you don't need them all. Like, if you're super organized and you've got good materials and you've got all this other stuff, you probably don't need to dress up. You probably can go out in a Captain America shirt, but it's, I don't know. I personally would rather have all the cards stacked in my favor, and lean as far towards that level of professional appearance and trustworthiness. You know, I don't think there's any reason not to.
So I think what we all agree on one way or the other is, you know, if you're going to go out and whether you're going to be dressed up or dressed down, you got to be professional in your look. Like, make sure your shoes aren't all torn up. If you're going to wear jeans, make sure they're good. Make sure they're nice jeans. They're not some ragged jeans. Don't go out in basketball shorts unless you're just like a legend in the field, you know. But it doesn't matter what you do, as long as you feel comfortable in it, and you're professional in your look, and you're professional in how you act. It's really gonna set you off from being that 2 to 3 policy producer to being that 4 to 6 to 8, sometimes 10 policies a week producer. I think it's what we're trying to portray here. So it doesn't matter really what you wear to an extent, but no matter what you dress up, just dress up nice and clean. That way people respect you for who you are in your business. Don't go out looking like Nick with your beard all crazy. I'm kidding. I'm messing with you, Nick. But you know, mine's coming in, and mine doesn't even come in like Nick's. I have beard envy over here. If I go out like this, it looks like I'm a caveman. It does not look okay. I don't have a neat beard, so I have to shave it. I have to go baby face, and when it gets cold, it hurts. But that's just my life. But just make sure you're clean and professional. So we wanted to come to this really quick video because Nick's got going to Aruba. So hasta luego, Nick.
Going to KSKJ. It's a hard life, the life of the final expense insurance agent.
Hard life.
They send you on vacations all over the world. It's terrible.
And we appreciate your time and your energy here. Chris, always appreciate you, man. Your points are always very, very valid. You know, just being confident in how you look is very, very is a need. I think that's the point that we're trying to get across is make sure you're very confident in how you look. So, guys, if you haven't, like, comment, subscribe, ask us questions, go to the insurancepanel@gmail.com. Give us your questions, like this, share this, get it out to somebody. We need as many people as possible to see this. Insurance Panel out.